Today, I am going to be making ramen noodles with brown butter and white wine. Absolute goodness, if you ask me. Absolute goodness. Let's get started. First, I'm going to start off with Mandarin ramen noodles, as you can see, and white wine, Chardonnay to be exact, and 100% pure butter. Absolute goodness. So I'm going to take the package, and I'm going to open up the package and pull out the seasoning packet. It should be in a silver container. And to my left, I have water beginning to boil. And so what I'm going to do is I'm going to take my seasoning packet, open it, and place it inside of the boiling water. Doing so will allow the noodles to fully absorb the water before eating, contributing to absolute goodness. Next, I'm going to pull out the block of ramen noodles. It should come out easily, but if it's not coming out easily, you may need to adjust the package. Place the ramen noodle block to the side and add the crunchies to the pot of boiling water. Next, I'm going to turn on a pan, as you can see, and I'm going to add butter, the 100% butter, to the pan. Now when I do this, I am going to place the butter in the pan, and I am going to continuously slice up the piece of butter so that the butter melts a little bit quicker, and I'm able to get along with the process of making ramen noodles with brown butter and white wine sauce. Absolute goodness. As the butter is melting, I'm going to take the block of ramen noodles and I'm going to add it to the boiling water, just like this. I'm going to cook it for about 3 minutes, maybe a slightly less, as the butter starts to brown. As you can see in the pan, the butter is starting to brown around the edges. I'm just going to simply tilt back and forth the pan until the butter becomes even. And as you can see, the butter is beginning to brown a little bit more, losing its golden color. So I am going to go to the next step by opening the bottle of wine, a bottle of Chardonnay wine. Once I have the bottle of Chardonnay open, I'm going to take a smell of it. Smells good, right? Absolute goodness. Then I'm going to take the ramen noodles, and I'm going to strain 99.4% of the water from the ramen noodles, now that they've been cooking for almost 3 minutes. And then place it to the side, turn off the heat, and then check on the brown butter. Once the butter starts to be browning to a degree of brownness, I'm going to take it and remove it from the heat and turn off the stove. After I've allowed the brown butter to cool, roughly about 10 minutes, I'm going to bring it back onto the burner, turn up the temperature to a medium low, and then I'm going to add the ramen noodles without any water in them, just like this. As the pan begins to heat up, the butter will start to sizzle, and absolute goodness will start to. Doesn't it look good? Doesn't it smell good? This is the brown butter inside of the pan. I'm going to add a little bit of white wine. Smell the aroma. Doesn't it smell good? Doesn't it sound good? You're going to be sautéing the ramen noodles in the wine sauce with the brown butter for about 1 minute or so. After about 1 minute or so, you're going to turn off the burner. You're going to get your favorite cup, and you're going to pour the ramen noodles inside of the cup, away from the burner. Look at the sauce. Smell it. The wine, the butter, and at the end, top it off with a little bit of wine. Absolute goodness. Now look at it. The texturity, the smell, the steam, the butter, the wine. Absolute goodness.